Imagine visiting a country as a tourist and causing so much outrage that you become the literal punching bag of the nation and end up being banned from not re-entering the country, but leaving the country. Well, that's what just happened to kick streamer Johnny Somali. His name might sound familiar, and that's because he's known for being a cancer to each and every country that he visits. Last year, he faced criminal charges while being in Japan, and earlier this year, he was arrested in Israel. But now, he was banned from South Korea and is facing over 10 years in prison because of his behavior in the country. So in September, Johnny Somali traveled to South Korea with one goal and one goal only: to terrorize its citizens. And the people are outraged. The beatings must continue. I want this man's waking life to be a constant UFC fight. Did they ban him from leaving because of the investigation, or are they hoping he gets his ass beat a few more times? Send him north, let him be their problem. One of the many things Johnny did to disturb South Koreans was when he hopped on a subway and started blasting inappropriate sounds and being an entire bother to everyone on board.
Oh my god, look at everybody looking at me, bro.
There was another time when Johnny was on a bus blasting offensive music.
Korean. I don't speak Korean.
According to some articles that I've read, Johnny was even blasting North Korean songs, which, being in South Korea, doing that is a huge FU to everyone on that bus. There was one time when Johnny went to a convenience store and purposely spilled his ramen all over the table, making a complete mess of the place.
Your father was right, your father was right.
He ended up getting confronted by a lady who was not having it, but just listen to how he responded to her.
What are you talking about? Shut up, bitch. Police? Call the police, stupid ass bitch. Stupid ass.
Imagine visiting a country as a tourist and calling its own citizens who want you to behave with respect a stupid ass. This dude has zero chill. He just does not care about what others think.
Why are you being racist to other people in other countries? For money, for clout.
I've said it many times. I don't give a fuck. I have no morals. I'm a fucking sociopath. I don't give a fuck.
Now, what is without a doubt the most offensive and disgusting thing that Johnny has done is what he did to the Statue of Peace. So for those who don't know what this statue is, the Statue of Peace, or the Comfort Woman statue, is meant to symbolize the victims of sexual slavery during World War II. Based on what I've read, essentially Japanese military took women during the war and forced them to comfort them during all of the violence. Now, what Johnny Somali did, this complete dummy sat beside a statue while on stream and kissed it.
Everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people. Oh my god. They didn't like this at all. They did not like this.
The amount of disrespect. Kissing a statue of which symbolizes victims of sexual abuse is crazy. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, then you're wrong, because he went up to another statue where he could be seen passionately kissing it, fondling with his chest, and then covering himself in baby oil as he twerks on it. I get the fact that this guy's a troll and loves disturbing everyone for content and for money, but that is a line you do not cross. Johnny really has no morals, and the fact that he has Somali in his name has got to be offensive to Somalians because he's putting a bad image on them. A human rights activist from Somalia put out a tweet saying the Somalian government must address the actions of Johnny because his false claim of being Somalian has hurt the country's reputation. There's been debate about Johnny's ethnicity. Apparently Johnny isn't even Somalian and says he is just to make Somalians look bad. So Johnny's been confronted by the police quite a few times, and it's quite obvious why, but he sees no wrong in his doings. In one instance, he was confronted by police and tries to argue that he's only getting in trouble because of the color of his skin.
Because of black skin?
No.
Because black skin?
No.
Black.
No.
It's funny how him and his friend have no problem continuously harassing the people of South Korea, but when one of its citizens calls them a particular word, that's where they draw the line.
Why? 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 Okay, you.
Why are you not doing it? Get him!
네가 내가.
She's saying racial slurs.
네가 내가.
Now, I'm not defending the guy calling them the slur, but it's the fact that they've been deliberately racist to South Koreans for weeks and expect to be treated with respect. Making an ass of yourself in a country where all men are required to serve in the military is not a smart move, and Johnny has found this out the hard way. Apparently, South Koreans were so outraged with his behavior that they put out a bounty on his whereabouts. South Koreans were fed up with police not really doing anything, so they decided to take matters into their own hands. Now, I can't show you the clip, but what you just saw was Johnny being chased by a group of South Koreans who dropped him on the ground and taught him a lesson. And that was just one of many. There was a time when Johnny was streaming with his friend, and so a guy comes out of nowhere and delivers a massive blow to his head and then says, but one of the more recent encounters was this one here, not too long after Johnny shared this.
Tomorrow I'm outside for Halloween, come catch me. I'm outside tomorrow.
Well, someone did catch him and gave him a taste of his own medicine because he got rocked.
What do you got? Oh.
Yo,
You can see him after he gets up and he's stumbling, having a tough time holding his balance. Now the guy who knocked him was taken by police, but the internet is on his side, calling him a hero. Now I did some research and apparently the guy who beat him up is a South Korean streamer who's a former UDT/SEAL, which is equivalent to a US Navy SEAL, and is a current amateur MMA fighter. We've got people in South Korea with John Wick type of skills hunting this guy down. So the reason why now Johnny cannot leave South Korea is because he's being investigated for drug charges, 1 count of assault charge, and several sexual harassment charges. I really hope this streamer gets a lengthy sentence and is properly punished because he's been doing this stuff for a long time. While Johnny was in Japan last year, PewDiePie talked about it and even referred to him as a terrorist. Anyways, let me know what you think about Johnny Somali and what type of punishment he should face. If you guys did enjoy my video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already, but that's officially gonna do it, so I'll see you in the next one.